It has been said that in Twilight Struggle, you need to know the cards well in order to play well. Well, we're going to take you through every card one by one, and we're going to help you become a master at Twilight Struggle. This is Legendary Tactics. Nasser is an event that the American player must always be alert for, and the Soviet player absolutely loves to see. We're going to take a look at how both sides can manage this card well. Let's first take a look at the event. This is an early war Soviet one-op card. The event allows the USSR to add 2 influence in Egypt and to remove half rounded up of all US influence in Egypt. So for example, if the American player had 3 influence in Egypt, the play of the Nasser card would add 2 Soviet influence and remove half rounded up of the American influence. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, rounded up is 2, so the US player loses 2 influence when the Nasser event is played. In practical terms, this event typically results in a 2-0 Soviet control of Egypt. Also common is a 2-1 Soviet advantage in the country if the American player had already played 2 influence into Egypt for control. Access to Egypt is good, and the fact that it allows access to Libya is even better. Both are tough for the USSR to get to otherwise. If you can play the event before the US has a chance to play into Egypt, it should give you both crucial battleground states. As such, Nasser can be a great headline, especially in turn 2 or 3 when the DEFCON is likely to begin the turn at 3. This means that after your battleground coup in action round 1, DEFCON drops to 2 and Egypt is safely yours, at least for a while. If the US has locked down Egypt and Libya for some reason, or you got there already by coup and Nasser just won't be effective, then by all means play him for ops so he remains a threat. Get him to help you take back Egypt if circumstances change later in the game. It can certainly be used to counteract the Sadat card in the mid-war. For the US, this event generally means that the USSR is going to get a leg up in Egypt and likely Libya as well. You'll have to wait until there's a good coup opportunity, but more likely for the Sadat expels Soviets event. In anticipation of this event, many US players will hold off on playing into Egypt and instead play into Jordan or Lebanon as part of their strategy to minimize the effect of the Arab-Israeli war card. But they may be missing out on an opportunity. If DEFCON drops to 2, it is worth playing 2 influence into Egypt. The reason why is because Nasser won't get rid of you entirely with his event. In fact, you will have at least an action round to retake Egypt or grab Libya. If you get Nasser in hand, it might be tempting to use the UN intervention event card, or if containment is in effect, to send him to space. But the problem is that he will come back at some point, and especially if it's after Sadat or the Camp David Accords event, he could still cause you a lot of trouble. So you can play him, which gets him out of the game on your schedule and not on the Soviet schedule, with the view that if you play the card as a headline or early enough in the turn, it can give you an easy 2 stability battleground state to coup. This can be valuable in getting you some mill-ops, which might otherwise be hard to come by. But here's the recommended play. Play the Nasser event card on the last action round after having played into Egypt with 2 influence. This gives the USSR a quandary, and you can likely come out ahead in the deal. There are really 3 options then available to the Soviet player. Number 1, they can coup Egypt on their first action round of their new turn. This means that the Soviets are not able to coup somewhere else of equal or greater importance. Second, they can coup somewhere else in the first action round of the new turn. This allows you to simply place influence, enough to take control of Egypt on your action round. Third, they can simply add influence to gain control of the country. If they do this, you will get a chance to coup Egypt or somewhere else of equal or greater importance and gain control there. So in summary, Nasser is a great Soviet card that is part of the event infrastructure that allows the USSR to gain domination in the Middle East. While he can be eventually neutered by Sadat, it is almost always going to be taken for the event by the Soviets. For the US player, don't be afraid. Nasser is annoying, but not the end of the world. You should play 2 influence into Egypt despite the fact that he might be lurking in the draw deck or in the Soviet hand, and make a play for Libya instead. Just don't forget that he's out there. This has been our analysis of the Soviet early war card Nasser. We hope you found value in this video. We hope you click like and subscribe, and we hope you come back next time. This is NATO with Legendary Tactics. Thank you so much for watching.